I bow to all the seekers of truth. This is a special time in the history of creation that so many seekers have been born on this earth. They have realized that there is something beyond than the mundane life they have to seek. This is not the seeking of one life. It is the seeking of ages, which is being prophesied, has to be fulfilled now. There have been prophecies and prophecies about this great time. In India, about 14,000 years back, Bhrigu Muni has written a book called Nadi Granth, in which he has described you all, saying that a day will come when all these such great seekers will be born on this earth, and that their Kundalini, which is the power of their true desire, will be awakened spontaneously, and they'll find out what they are. But also there has been prophecies about many fake people coming on this earth, and they will try to delude and take people away from truth. There have been also great prophecies all over the world, but especially in England. About 100 years back, a great poet called William Blake was born, and he has written so clearly about Sahaja Yoga that it is surprising how he has even exactly mentioned the house where I'll be staying. Also that he has said that the men of God, meaning the seekers, the men of God will become prophets, and they will have power to make others prophets. This is the sign we should take when we are seeking the truth. When we are seeking the truth, we have to remember that we have to become the prophets ourselves. We have to become the guru ourselves. If I say I'm such and such, I'm this and that, what's the use? What's the meaning of that? What have you got out of me? What have you become out of me? What did you get by your Kundalini awakening? We should know that you are on the right path by the fruits it gives you. Now, people have been misled and misled and misled. I came here in 1973, and I was told very blankly that I won't be successful here, that I must demand for a lot of money, otherwise people will never take me seriously in this country. So I went away empty-handed. It was sad at that time to understand that the seekers don't understand a simple thing, that you cannot pay anything for your realization. What did we pay for becoming human beings? A simple thing like that, one has to understand that you cannot pay for that. It is so invaluable. It cannot be valued in money. God doesn't understand money. It is your headache. It is so simple. It has to be simple, your evolution. All that is living has to be simple. A flower becomes a fruit. How much money do you give to the tree? A seed becomes a tree. Do we pay for that? What do we do there? It's common sense. It's simple common sense. if it is a living process of evolution, then it cannot be understood through our human enterprises and human madness. So, if there is going to be evolution within us, what should happen to us? Let us see a person like you, what he has to say. He has very clearly, he is the only psychologist who has talked about a higher consciousness within us. All the rest of them have said that because of this is the problem, because of that is the problem, but to overcome it, what is to be done, how to achieve your higher consciousness, only Jung has talked. And he has very clearly said that the new man who will appear on the scene will have collective consciousness. It will not be just a lecture that we have to form a United Nations organization and then fight among ourselves. But it is a reality that will be within us, felt as consciousness on our central nervous system. Just like I can feel the heat or the cold. In the same way, we are going to feel others and ourselves on our fingertips. Another great personality, that of Muhammad Sahib, has clearly said that at the time of resurrection, your hands will speak. It's clearly said. And if you read Quran, you will be surprised that most of it has dealt with the resurrection and not with the doomsday. But they want to talk about the doomsday so that they can frighten everyone that you are going to be doomed, so better be there paying all the money to these people who represent some sort of an organization. Now we have to know that when we believe in something, before we becoming the absolute, actually we use our mental projections. You project yourself into any realm, go on projecting mental projections, but they are on a relative plane that you exist. Means it may be true, may not be true. It's just mental projection. Mostly it is not true. All our thinking about our economics, politics, everything is just a mental projection, and that's why everything has failed everywhere. Whether it is here or in Russia or in Japan, everything has failed completely. Take it from me, I have traveled all over. Nowhere it seems that people are happy. In the same way, in the realm of God also we have our mental projections. Like some people believe that I am a great Muslim and that Muhammad was the last person, and because I call myself Muslim, I will be taken straight from this earth to the heaven. Khomeini believes like that. How many will agree with that? Now there are Christians, all kinds. So many types of Christians have come out of one Christ that it is impossible to understand. Like they asked Mahatma Gandhi, why don't you become a Christian if you believe Christ? He said, all right, I'm willing. But tell me which church? What church should I join? And the person who asked kept quiet. This is what exactly is. And the young people today who are seekers are confused, absolutely confused. They can't understand that why, when they talk of God, why do they fight in the name of God? Why do they become fanatic? Why they shout? Why are they such angry people? Yesterday I had a funny experience that some people brought some Bibles to hit me. Can you imagine? Really, it was so. I saw them bringing Bibles to hit me. And I just started laughing. I said, look at this now. That they have come here to hit me with a Bible. I mean, this is the best that could happen to anyone. Such absurdity in this world. Once upon a time, they used to carry a Bible in one hand and a pistol in another. But now it's another thing. They are using the Bible as the pistol. So when you see all these things and these confused people, these misled people, you start wondering, is there God? If there is God, why there is so much of madness and why we are behaving like that? Now I say there is God. He exists. He exists within us as our spirit. Everything is within us. We have every power within us. Only thing, we are not yet connected to the mains. Like this instrument, if it is not connected to the mains, you won't be able to hear me at all. In the same way, if you are not connected with the divine, whatever you do is mental projection, which can create confusion, which will give nothing substantial, and everything will sound absolutely unreal. That is the time described as the time of complete confusion. You will be born at the time where there will be complete confusion and you will go mad with that confusion. Because that is the time, in that confusion, only people try to seek the truth. That they realize it is a very relative world and there's something missing somewhere which we have to find out. And what is that missing? Is within you, is your spirit. You have to become the spirit. You are the spirit. But your attention is outside, and in this attention, if the spirit starts shining, you become the spirit. As a result of this happening, many things happen. But when you become the spirit, you become, first of all, completely aware about others and about yourself. You do not know about yourself. Till people get mad, they don't know they are becoming mad. Till they get their cancer, they do not know they are going to die of cancer. Till they get to some diseases, they don't know that they are going to suffer like this. So till these things happen to you, you do not even feel that that has started within you, that this destruction has started building up within you. You do not know that where are you. The reason is you do not know what you have got within yourself. Now I hope Warren has told you about the centers that we have within us, and I was amazed when I came in 73, I talked about this, they taped my lecture, and already there are many books written about it. Not only that, but this twice born business also started with that. You see, they used all the terminologies that I have used, and when I came, the person who was here, who sponsored me, he said that you must get everything, what you call the registered or something like that, that they do. And I said, why? Why? They said, because they'll use. I said, let them use, it's a good idea. At least they will know these words. And once they find out that this is not so, they'll throw it away and seek for reality. So it doesn't matter. I don't mind anything. If they want to do anything, let them do it. Let these words go into their heads and let them understand that within us lies this marvelous thing called Kundalini in the triangular bone. Now look at that. This bone is called a sacrum in Greek language. That means the Greek knew about this power within us. Otherwise, why should they call it a sacred bone? It's a sacred bone. And this sacred power lies within that. Now what is this sacred power? It is a 3.5 coiled power of pure desire. Now the sense of purity in this confusion people don't understand. But I'll try to explain to you that the other desires we have apart from this tend to create more desires. Like in economics they say that wants in general are not satiable. Means you want to have today a chair, then you want to have a table, then you want to have a house, and then you want to have a car, then you want to have a helicopter. You go on like that. So that is not a true desire, because if it was your true desire, you would have been satisfied with it. So what is your true desire then? The true desire within you is the desire to be one with the divine. That is your true desire. All other desires are false because they do not give you the true satisfaction. So this true desire resides within you in the triangular bone in 3.5 coil. Now when I say that, I must tell you Sahaja Yoga today is at such a time that you can prove everything what you say. Before this, it was not possible to prove. When this Kundalini rises, in many people, if they have obstructions at the Nabhi chakra or at the another one, Swadhisthana chakra, you can see it pulsating. You can see that pulsating. Actually, you can see with the naked eye the pulsation of the Kundalini with your naked eye. Then the Kundalini rises. You can feel it with the stethoscope, the rising of the Kundalini, like lup, dup, lup, dup. It goes on like the heart. It reaches on the top of your head here, where you again feel the sound, and then the sound disappears, and you find a cool breeze coming out of your own head. Now, this you cannot do. As you cannot transform a flower into a fruit, you cannot make cool breeze come out of your head. Like the other day, I went to one of the television person, and the person said, maybe the air conditioner is there. I said, maybe, but you put your hand. So she said, of course, there cannot be an air conditioner in my head. I said, that's what it is. And that's how you know that you are being really baptized.